it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, fighting off the defender. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Derek Carr.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Complete to John.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bryce Hall. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Burrow, if they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow will throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
5-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Kevin King there defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make 18 Cardinals. Trap 60, trap 60. Hey, check that. Street. Jump.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go. Deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On second down, it's Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On first down, Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Buffalo.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr to throw again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They run, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From midfield now, Burrow. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they go play action now. Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
At the 5-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Having a belief in his guys. They're going for it. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A final shot before break. Carr. And that will be incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Here's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 18. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
3 and out. 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Play action. It's Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Number 10,
Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
The extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Burrow steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Here's Akers. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A 41-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Carr now on first down. It got his man complete.
Carr's pass.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
29 yards. First down, Bills.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Troy Clyde that time gets the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Carr completes it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Check. Lucky. 29.
Carr now to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a run with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go with Burrow. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw is Carr. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow, forced out to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Allen Lazard. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. Cook able to escape. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Bills.
They try again with Cook. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Touchdown. Part of the great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.